of the Icelandic winter, a narrative of epic proportions unfolded, weaving a tapestry of myths, monsters, and the indomitable heroes that emerged from the shadows. For centuries, this tale echoed through the annals of time, whispered in hushed tones by those who reveled in the ancient mysteries it held. Now, a revolutionary literary fervor seized Iceland, promising to etch this saga into the scrolls of history. From the frost-kissed lands of Greenland to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, the Viking world braced for the chronicling of a story that transcended time. As the year 1200 dawned, the saga had become an oral symphony, sung by generations of poets who etched its verses into the very soul of the Viking heritage. The saga of Ragnar Lothbrok stood as a towering monument, weathered by time yet resilient, captivating the imaginations of those who dared to delve into its enigmatic depths. Yet, as the echoes of this ageless saga reverberate in today's retellings, a lingering question hangs in the air: is it history or myth that weaves this intricate tapestry? In the year 8814, the colossal empire of Charlemagne, ruling over Western Europe since the echoes of Rome's fall, plunged into the abyss of civil strife. Descendants vied for supremacy, and emerging states sought to claim their stake in the vacuum left by the Romans. Amid this chaos, the Frankish tradition of dividing inheritance among sons persisted, a unique thread weaving through the tapestry of Europe's tumultuous history. In the dark and gloomy Icelandic winter, a story had been written. This tale, told for centuries, spoke of myths and monsters, as well as great heroes. Now, thanks to the new revolutionary literary tradition sweeping Iceland, it would be recorded in its current state for the posterity of Greenland to the Mediterranean, across the Viking world. By the year 1200, the story had been memorized by generations of poets, becoming one of the most popular and enduring sagas in history. Even today, the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok is being retold, though the question of its truth lingers. In 8814, the great King Charlemagne, ruler of the largest empire in Western Europe since the fall of Rome, had passed away. His prosperous realm descended into civil war among his descendants in other states that emerged to fill the vacuum left by the Romans. The Frankish tradition of dividing inheritance among sons persisted, unlike the norm established in other regions. Over the years, the Franks expanded northward, conquering new lands and converting people to Christianity. The Viking era began, with Horik, the king of the Danes, facing opposition from the West Frankish king Louis the Pious. This divide-and-conquer strategy, effective under Charlemagne's strong rule, faltered as the Frankish army weakened. The Norsemen, once a minor threat, now surged relentlessly from the north. In 834, King Horik, facing pressure from the West Franks, successfully thwarted rival claims to his throne with the support of King Louis the Pious. However, the tides were turning, and a formidable new force was emerging. In 845, a new army, led by a man named Regan Harris, or Ragnar Lothbrok, as later sagas claim, arrived on the continent. These Vikings, numbering around 5,000, marked a significant escalation. They raided and pillaged, challenging the weakened Frankish defenses. The Viking Age had truly begun. Ragnar, known for his mythical exploits, allegedly wore magical trousers for protection. Whether his legendary tales were rooted in reality remains debated among scholars. In the face of overwhelming odds, King Charles the Bald paid a substantial sum to convince Ragnar and his men to leave Paris in 845. Ragnar, having achieved wealth and notoriety, returned to Denmark, showing off his spoils to King Horik. However, this marked the beginning of a crackdown on Viking raiders, contributing to a wave of Scandinavian migration to other Viking settlements. Ragnar's subsequent exploits are shrouded in legend and mystery. Stories of his death vary, from being shipwrecked off the English coast to being captured by the Northumbrian king and thrown into a pit of snakes. The saga of Ragnar Lothbrok continued with his sons, who led the great heathen army in the 860s. The legacy of Ragnar, whether historical or mythical, left an indelible mark on the Viking Age and the history of Europe. As the echoes of the Icelandic saga resonated through the corridors of time, reaching the pinnacle of its glory by the year 1200, it stood as a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Viking world. This epic tale, etched into the very fabric of history by generations of poets, had transcended its humble origins to become a saga of unrivaled popularity and enduring allure. The saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, with its mythical tapestry of heroes, monsters, and the enigmatic dance between truth and legend, continued to weave its magic even in the present day. The age-old question of its authenticity lingered like a tantalizing mystery, challenging scholars and storytellers alike to unravel the threads that bound reality and myth. In the year 8814, the resounding fall of Charlemagne, the once mighty ruler of Western Europe, heralded an era of upheaval. The empire that had flourished since the demise of Rome plunged into the chaos of civil war, as descendants grappled for power and emerging states sought to stake their claim. Against this tumultuous backdrop, the Frankish tradition of dividing inheritance among sons persisted, a unique marker in the evolving tapestry of European history. As we reflect on these moments in time, the saga stands as a beacon, beckoning us to explore the realms of myth and reality, reminding us that the stories we tell today are but echoes of an ancient, enduring epic that refuses to be confined by the boundaries of time. The saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, with its captivating blend of history and fable, continues to inspire awe and fascination, inviting us to embark on a journey through the annals of Viking lore. In the end, it is not just a saga but a living, breathing testament to the eternal power of storytelling.